I'm Michael Sangster, CEO of NACC. Join me and Gale Force Winds for special conversations here at the North American Education Convention.
Well, I'm Alan Dale from Gale Force Winds. I want to tell you, I'm having a great time here at the North American Career Education Convention in beautiful Las Vegas, Nevada. I want to tell you, the folks in this room are really making a difference to people's lives. And there's a big ecosystem. There's so many suppliers and vendors that make all of this work. It's not just about the colleges and the impact that they make. It's about that whole group of people working together. This is a collaboration right now between Canada and the United States. Everybody's sharing ideas, best practices. It's so good to see it all come together. And I like meeting the people one by one. And on that note, why don't you introduce yourself? Tell us what you do.
Absolutely. Thank you, Alan, for the time here. So my name is Nathan. I am the CEO of NIWE Academy. It is a cosmetology college in Calgary, Alberta.
Okay.
Right.
So talk to me more about it. What programs do you offer?
Absolutely. So the programs we offer is medical aesthetics. So the aesthetics on the medical, non-invasive side and in the invasive side. And then we got regular aesthetics, so professional aesthetics, facials, treatments, and those types of things. Then we have hairstyling, barbering, and we do have some non-diploma courses such as permanent makeup and other courses like makeup courses, nail courses, all of those type of courses.
More than one campus or the one campus?
We have one campus. It's located in the core shopping center in the Calgary Eden Center. And we just expanded to about 15,000 square feet.
And how many students would you put through on average a year?
About 300 to 400.
300 to 400 students,
yeah.
Eh? And these students come from all walks of life to find you?
Oh man, they come from all walks of life. I have 18-year-olds that are just graduating college all the way to 35-year-olds that are reimagining their careers, right? So you have people that are working in the oil and gas field and they're starting to think that, is this what I really wanted to do? Is this what my parents wanted to do, right? So we're helping students connect with their passion. One of our brand promises is, start as a student, leave as a professional.
Right.
Right? Because we have that whole transformational experience throughout the whole thing.
Yeah. I love the way that the colleges break down the barriers to learning. They see a student arrive at their doorstep, and
Totally.
better than I do the courage it takes for a student to make that first step. And oftentimes they talk themselves out of that step.
Absolutely.
But the colleges have a way to break down those barriers and invite them in. Talk to me about the importance of that inviting atmosphere to get people into the education.
Actually, it's very interesting, a little story about it. So when we first started the college, we started in a very, very small 3,000 square foot campus in Northeast Calgary. And for those that are from Calgary, they know that Northeast Calgary is Northeast Calgary, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So then eventually one of the things that I wanted to invest in was building a campus that was very welcoming, but also very prestigious. You're walking in and we gave that feeling that you're home. How can I give that feeling that you're home? At the end of the day, as a student, you're there for quite a while. You're there for a few months, even for some colleges, a few years. How can you make that student experience very, very, very authentic? And that actually starts with the people.
Right.
It doesn't start with the actual build out as much as it supports it, but it starts with your facility. It starts with your instructors. It starts with your staff members that are coming in and saying, welcome to NIWE Academy, joking around with them. No one's a robot, That's that we're creating that environment to make them feel comfortable. So when they come in, they ask themselves, oh, I actually feel like home here.
Right. Staying on that people for a second, and the instructors specifically, putting instructors in front of the students with real world experience, giving the students their experience, their knowledge. Talk to me about the importance of that.
Oh, wow. Let's just say, would you allow a trainer to train you if he did or she didn't have the body that you wanted? I think that's one of the principles that I focus on. So like I say, is one of our key characteristics with our education is how do we do a skills assessment for our team? Right? Mm-hmm. Are they the right skills? And I do notice that the people that are coming in are the right skills that are able to do this, have more than 3 to 5 years experience in the industry, and have had previous teaching experience. And then we put them into something called our NIWE way. That is a learning distribution on how our teachers learn based on the way that we do things here at NIWE.
And of course, in your world, people enter into your programs to get the best education possible from people that have a lot of experience to give it to them, but they want a job at the other end.
Yeah.
Talk to me about getting a job at the other end.
Employment is a big thing. At the end of the day, you look at several KPIs of a student. One of them is, student success, which is employability. And I'm not sure how the US marks it, but I know in Canada, especially in Alberta, we are actually marked as a employability rating on colleges. How employable are your students? To what percentage? And we do have a minimum percent that we have to achieve. We're very thankful that we have a higher employability rating, and we were able to do that. So with the end in mind, and that goes for anything in general, with the end in mind, knowing that how employable will these students be when they come out? Not students, professionals. That's why we came from the mindset of become as a student, leave as a professional.
I want to end this conversation on perhaps the most important note, and that is the students.
Yes.
Talk to me about what those students mean to you and how it must feel for you on graduation day.
Well, I was just about to talk about grad. It's there's a lot of times I see students when they come in on the very first day, and they're scared. They don't know where they are. They don't know where they are in life. They don't know where they are here. And they're just one split second away from just turning back. When I see them in that state, and then I see them in the state of walking the stage, being a valedictorian and or speaking in front of the stage to their fellow students, I'm like, wow, they could barely speak to me or some of the staff when they first came in, and now they're speaking in front of hundreds of people on stage at a graduation, and you were the one that helped make that happen. Just that confidence boost in itself is an employable trait. So I think that just from the confidence boost all the way down to the education that they're receiving, it's making the world a better place, at least in the cosmetology field that we're trying to enhance. You know what I mean?
I sure do know what you mean, and I want to tell you, that's what changing lives looks like. Thank you very much for being in the conversation.
Thank you.
And thank you for doing what you do. It's very important. Thank you.
I appreciate it. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you for watching Gale Force Wins from Las Vegas. Check out NACC.ca and career.org to learn more about NACC and CECU.